Hello, good morning dear students. So we're here again to learn another math lesson. So our topic for today is all about Pythagorean Theorem. So what is Pythagorean Theorem? In mathematics, the Pythagorean Theorem, also known as Pythagoras Theorem, is a fundamental relation in Euclidean geometry among the three sides of a right triangle. It states that the square of the hypotenuse, which is the side opposite to the right angle, is equal to the sum of the squares of the two sides. So we have the parts of a right triangle. So we have here A, B, C. These are the sides of a right triangle. And the perpendicular part is the leg, and this is the base, and the longest side of a right triangle is called the hypotenuse. So we have here the formula for the Pythagorean Theorem. We have a square plus b square is equal to c square. It means the sum of the squares of the two sides of a right triangle is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. So the a and b are the two sides of a triangle, and the c is its hypotenuse, or the longest part of a right triangle. So let us have an example. Given the right triangle on the figure, solve for C. So what we are looking for in this given problem is the hypotenuse. So we have 4 and 3. These are the two sides of a right triangle. Now what is the measurement of its hypotenuse? So using our formula, we have a square plus b square equals c square. We can now substitute 4 and 3 to the formula. So we have 4 square plus 3 square. So that is equal to c square. So we need to square the two sides of a right triangle. So we have 16 plus 9 is equal to c square. Now, how did we get 16? We squared 4 and 9 as the square of 3. So using this formula, we can now solve for the hypotenuse of the right triangle. So 16 plus 9, so that is 25, and that is equal to c square. So now for us to find the value of c, we need to find the square root of 25, and then the square of 25 is equal to 5. So we have c equals 5, meaning the hypotenuse of this right triangle is equal to 5. So let us have another example. Given the triangle on the figure below, solve for B. So I just given you the same example so that you will understand how to solve right triangle using the Pythagorean Theorem. So now we have 4 and the hypotenuse is 5. So using the same formula, we have a square plus b square equals c square. So now substituting the given, we have 4 square plus the unknown, which is b square, equals 5 square, and that is the hypotenuse. So solving for the side of a right triangle, we have 16 plus b square equals 25, because 4 square is equal to 16 and 5 square is equal to 25. Now we need to solve for b. So we need to transpose 16 to the other side of the equation and then change the sign. So we have b square equals 25 minus 16. So we have b square is equal to 9. And for us to get the value of b, we need to find the square root of 9. So the b value is equal to 3. So we now solve the given right triangle using Pythagorean Theorem. So our answer is 3. We have next problem. Stephanie wants to hang a banner from a second-story window in her house. She needs to find a ladder that, when rested against the outside wall of her house, will be long enough to reach the second-story window. If the window is 16 feet above the ground and Claire places foot of the ladder 12 feet from the wall, how long will the ladder need to be? So this is the image. So again, this is an example of Pythagorean Theorem. So the house of Stephanie is 16 feet above the ground, and the distance of the ladder from the house is 12 feet. So how do we solve the hypotenuse, or the length of the ladder? So again, we're gonna use the Pythagorean Theorem, a square plus b square equals c square. So we have 16 square plus 12 square equals c square, because we're looking for the hypotenuse. So 16 square is 16 times 16, which is 256. And 12 square is 12 times 12, which is 144, and that is equal to c square. So 256 plus 144, that is equal to 400, equals c square. Now we need to find the square root of 400, which is 20. So meaning the length of the ladder should be 20 meter. So that's the answer. So this is the problem that you need to solve. Try to solve it yourself. We have examples of right triangles here. Pause this video for you to be able to solve this right triangle. So we have number 1 and number 2. So you need to pause this video for a while, and then later on, after solving it, you can play it for you to be able to know the right answer. So this is the answer, 25 and 5. Number 3, hypotenuse and hypotenuse. So pause this video for a while, and then after answering it, you will be able to know the right answer. So the answer is 10 and 50. So remember, the rule in Pythagorean Theorem is the sum of the squares of the two sides of a right triangle is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. So this is our topic about Pythagorean Theorem. I hope you learned something from this video, and if you learned something, you want more videos like this, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell below this video so that you will be updated with our future uploads in this channel. So that's all for now. Have a nice day, everyone.